Should I move to Las Vegas? Well, if you are pondering this question, I want to share my experience as a Las Vegas resident since 1980. And if you stay till the end, I'm going to share some of my relocation tips with you to make that move as easy as possible. I moved to Las Vegas in 1980 as a little girl because my parents saw a lot of opportunity coming out of the Las Vegas Valley. My dad was in construction, my mom was a waitress. She actually worked at the Stardust Hotel Palm Room, which isn't even in existence anymore. And some of the hotels that my dad worked on as a construction worker probably aren't here either. But that just goes to show you that Las Vegas is constantly building, and that was what drew them in. Now, I'm not actually sure if my parents thought that it was going to be a good move, or if they even thought that we would be here for a long period of time. And that is something that I hear from people all the time. They say, yeah, we are going to move to Vegas. We're going to give it a couple of years. We're going to see if we like it. And I ask them, well, how long have you been here? They're like, oh, 25 years. And that really is the story for a lot of people who moved to Las Vegas, not knowing if it was actually going to work out or not. So that could be you. The lifestyle aspect that Las Vegas offers really does go way beyond the Strip. I mean, we have actually culture here in Las Vegas. The Smith Center has Broadway shows. We can watch the Nutcracker Ballet here in around Christmas time. There are so many things to do. The museums, we can listen to the Philharmonic play. There is just a endless opportunity to do things outdoors, whether you like to hike or maybe you like to bike. There is a trail that goes almost all the way around the valley for people who want to bike and be off the side of the road where it's a little safer. So whatever it is that you want to look to do in Las Vegas, you really do have the opportunity to find it here. Another question that people ask me all the time is, what is there to do for kids? And when I tell you your kids and you can be busy every single day of the week, that is not an exaggeration. We have areas of town where there are horse riding lessons that your kids can take. We also actually have archery lessons. There are theater troupes. There are acting classes, dancing classes, all kinds of sports activities. My kids even took ice hockey for a minute when the Golden Knights actually showed up to town. Everyone in town was so excited to jump into that sport because they were one of the first professional organizations for sports that we had in town. So because of them moving here, that just amplified people's desire to learn to ice skate. But it really is a great activity for kids. You are going to find that you are able to do so many things with them that you did not think you were going to find in Las Vegas. So what lifestyle activities are the most important to you in the city that you live in? Tell me in the comments below. Making friends in a new city is hard. And I'm not talking for the kids, I'm talking for the adults. It can be so hard because our routine is new, where we're shopping is new, everything that we're doing is new, whether it's our job or where we're getting our hair done, everything is brand new. And so one of the ways that I have kind of gotten out of my shell of being an introvert and people having to pull me to different events is joining one of the chambers. So if you live in Henderson, there is a Henderson Chamber of Commerce that has events all the time. You can do strictly male events, female events, group events, whatever it is that you want. Then there is the Vegas Chamber. This chamber is quite a bit larger, and even if you live in Las Vegas, you can still join the Vegas Chamber. They also have an amazing program that is called Leadership Las Vegas. And what that program allows you to do is to join others kind of on a mission to learn more about the city, kind of hone their leadership skills, and really get to know what is happening in the city in depth. And so you could do things like maybe go on a ride along, visit a community center, do a lot of things that you wouldn't in your normal everyday life do. And it allows you to surround yourself with a group of people that you're going to get to know over the course of a year very intimately, who some of them may actually become a really integral part of your friend group. When I started in real estate, like I said, as being an introvert, I really didn't want to go out and meet new people. So I had a neighbor of mine who had a friend who was having a small networking event in a bowling alley, Sunset Station's bowling alley to be specific. And so I said yes, I would go. I don't know what possessed me that day to say yes. That definitely was not my style at the time. But since that day, I have met so many people from that initial networking event that I have gravitated toward, that have been with me on this journey in my 14 years as a real estate professional. And I actually learned I quite like meeting new people. I like hearing their stories. I like hearing how we're alike. And I love hearing how we're different and hearing their viewpoints. Whatever your networking style is and however you like to meet people, you're going to find a way to do that. And if you find yourself kind of stuck in a rut, call me. I'll let you know some organizations that you could contact that you would probably be a great fit for. You're going to love the community and how we support our own here in Las Vegas. If you're new to my channel, my name is Eileen Gilbo, and I look forward to being your local real estate guide for everything about relocating to Las Vegas. And I look forward to sharing my tips and tricks with you. So please make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified every single time that a new video is dropped on my channel. If you are looking for a place that is just a hotbed for entrepreneurs, Las Vegas really is where you want to be. I don't know if you follow Alex and Layla Hermosi. I personally love them. I think they're badasses and love what they are doing. They just bought a humongous commercial building here in town for their acquisition.com startup. It is amazing. And then you have people like author David Goggins who live here. And I mean, Dana White, who owns UFC, also lives here. Mark Wahlberg. All of these people are betting on Las Vegas because our business opportunities are huge. We have a lot of tax incentives, and we also have a pretty collaborative business growth mindset that you really can just talk to somebody who's been through what you're trying to do with your business. There's a company called, I don't actually think it's a company. I think it's a nonprofit. Is that the same? I don't know. But they offer help for people who are entrepreneurs who are trying to get their business off the ground. They will actually pair you with someone in the industry that you're trying to break into to be your mentor. I think that's fabulous. And I think most of the services that they offer are free. So you are going to love that part of it. And it's not only entrepreneurs that are moving to Vegas. There actually are a lot of businesses who have either moved their main headquarters here or they've moved a portion. So Kroger is actually building one of only 3 hubs that they have in the US right here in Las Vegas. Amazon, same thing. They have a humongous fulfillment center here. So that adds a lot of jobs to our economy. Like I said, UFC is headquartered here. We also have Zappos here. We have Allegiant Airlines here. We have a lot of businesses that are here that are betting on Las Vegas. And there's a lot of tax incentives for them to be here as well. North Las Vegas, if you have your business there, they really do offer really great business tax incentives. So make sure that you look into that if you're thinking of moving your business here. We have not even talked about what having professional sports in Las Vegas has done for our community. As a kid growing up here, we were told we'd never get a sports franchise. So the fact that we have so many, I lost count how many we have. So the fact that we have so many of them now is just mind-boggling to me. So the amazing thing also about it is that our schools have started to kind of bring sports medicine into one of the majors that kids can have in high school here in town. And the job creation that it has promoted is amazing. So if you are someone who wants to work in the sports industry, now is your opportunity, especially with the A's coming, to get your foot in the door in those arenas. Another great thing that the Super Bowl has done here is they have brought in local businesses and given them the opportunity to provide a lot of the services that are needed for the Super Bowl. So just keep in mind that this is an opportunity for you and your business to be in Vegas. Okay, so let's take a poll. Would business opportunities or career opportunities get you to move to Las Vegas? Leave me a comment below. If you're not yet convinced to move to Las Vegas, let me just add in that you are right in the center of some of the most amazing places that you can actually go visit very quickly. If you want your feet on a beach in the sand, you are only a few hours away from the ocean in California. If you want to do some of the best hiking that I've ever done, Arizona and Utah are also just a few hours away. And our airport is an international airport, which means you can fly from here to a lot of places very quickly and without a lot of hassle. We really do have one of the busiest airports, but the most efficient airports in the country. So what should you do before you decide if you want to move here or not? One of the things that I've done myself is I drive through the neighborhood. I drive through at all times of the day so that I can see kind of the different feel of the neighborhood. Am I not allowed to park my car on the street? Are there a lot of kids playing in the neighborhood? Depending on where I'm at in my life, that might appeal to me, it might not. Am I close to where I want to work out? Am I close to where I want to shop? All of these things are going to play into where you ultimately call home in Las Vegas. And the lifestyle component of it is huge. Are you going to want to leave your neighborhood and walk trails for miles? There are neighborhoods that you can do that with. So keep in mind that the research ahead of time is going to help you be able to really hone in on the area of town, the neighborhood, and the location that you want to be in. And one of the most important things that I always do with my clients is I start with the end in mind. And what I mean by that is most people don't stay in their homes for 30 years. It used to be a trend that happened, but that really isn't the way that we live anymore. We get too many people in our house and need to move up. People move out of our house and we need to downsize. So, will that house be in a great area where resale value is going to continue to build in equity or not? And so if we can determine that before you ever buy that house with having the end in mind, I feel like I'm doing my job in preparing you to be ready when it's time to sell that home. For more videos about relocating to Las Vegas and real estate tips, be sure to watch one of the videos on the screen. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.